Hey guys, so we are back with another video and we are in my kitchen. So that means what it means. We're actually going to be making sofrito today. Now, for the guys that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Christine. Of course, I will list all my socials down below, but my channel is a little bit of everything, mainly makeup, but I also talk about relationships. I have a big section for Crocs videos for my Crocs lovers out there, and it's just basically whatever subject I am interested in. I want to make videos for you guys, so it's a little bit of everything. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe, like this video if you are liking or wanting more cooking videos. Today it's not really going to be cooking, it's more making sofrito, so there's that. In terms of sofrito, I am Puerto Rican, so it's almost like blasphemous for a lot of people when they hear that sometimes I use canned or bottled sofrito. Now I'm going to show you guys the sofrito that I use. So typically there's like people that always have to comment and say, oh my god, if you're using canned or bottled sofrito, then you're not a true Puerto Rican. Let me tell you guys that it's completely false. I'm Puerto Rican, my mom's Puerto Rican, my grandmother's Puerto Rican, and we all have used bottled sofrito at some point. Yes, we do make our own sofrito as well, but in times like when COVID happened, where you can't really get fresh vegetables because the supermarkets were at a shortage, then you have to use what you have to use. Plenty of times I have tried meals that were made with homemade sofrito and they weren't as good as the way, let's say, my mother cooked it, or I cooked it, or my grandmother cooked it when she was alive, God rest her soul. But so I'm here to tell you that it's perfectly okay to use store-bought sofrito. Now, the ones that I use in particular, this of course is by Goya. I live and swear by Goya. Goya is my favorite brand to cook products with. So this is Goya sofrito. This is tomato cooking paste. This is the one you want to get. And the Goya Recaito, which I actually combine the two whenever I'm cooking. It's the green one, so that's what it looks like. So normally when I'm making like yellow rice, and let's say I don't have my homemade sofrito, I will be using these. I use these pretty much on everything except for my beans. So let's say I don't have any homemade sofrito. For my beans, I use this one. Now this is also by Goya, and these are frozen. So we have the Recaito by Goya, and it's frozen, you can see. And then the Goya sofrito. So if for some reason you can't get this, here we are making homemade sofrito. Now, what are you gonna need? You are going to need obviously a blender. You're going to need 2 red peppers. You're going to need 2 large green bell peppers. You're going to need 2 large onions. You're going to need some cilantro. Garlic, I like getting like these because this is a package and it's peeled garlic, so I don't have to go through the process of peeling it, which can be super annoying. But if you want to peel your garlic, you can. What you're going to need is about 1/4 of a cup of garlic. And now these are sweet peppers. In my commissary, they came in a package. You need about 6 small sweet peppers. So I would say 6 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera just to cut these up, take the seeds out. You obviously don't need to see me doing all that. And then I'll be back so we can put it all in the blender. I'll be right back. So everything is prepped for the sofrito. I took out the seeds for everything. Obviously, I made sure I washed them and I cut everything up. It doesn't have to be perfectly cut into pieces, but I figure I give the blender a little less work, so I have everything pretty much cut into pieces. In terms of the cilantro, I use basically the whole, I want to call it like the whole bouquet of the cilantro that I had showed you in the beginning, with the exception of the stems, most of the stems. Now, of course, there's going to be some stems left in there, but that's fine. As long as the majority of stems is out, then that's great. So you have everything. You have the sweet peppers, you have the bell peppers, you have the red peppers, the onions, the garlic here on the side. And I like to start off with about 1/4 of water. So 1/4 cup of water. You might need to add more, but I like to start off with a little bit because you don't want it too watery. So we're putting this in the blender with 1/4 of water just to start off. You might need to use more, but just try with 1/4 of water just to start. Okay, let's start off low. Okay. And because I still have more of my ingredients here, now that it went down a little bit and we're able to fit more in, and this is what you'll probably have to do with your blender, is add what you can, what fits. Then once you blend it down, add a little more. So that's what I'm doing. Placing the top back on. Putting it on low setting again. Turning it off, adding more of my ingredients in. I did add a little bit more water into my little concoction here. So 1/4 of a cup, we are putting it on again. In terms of the water, you can kind of gauge if you need more water or not. This is the really good thing with doing your ingredients little by little, like adding little by little, because you can tell if it needs more water, if it doesn't. I did add a little bit more, so I added about 1/2 of 1/4 of a cup. Let's put it on. Okay, so I did do a medium setting for a little while, then I did a high setting so you guys can see what it looks like. It smells so delicious. In terms of the consistency, this is what it looks like. So you guys can see, kind of like an applesauce, I want to say. So with your sofrito, obviously you want to put it in the fridge. What you want to do is maybe go to Walmart, grab one of those containers and put it in there and put it in the freezer, or you can grab the ice cube tray. So you can grab the ice cube trays and just place it in the ice cube tray, just so that way you have little cubes of sofrito. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little video on how I make my sofrito. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.